Hello, my name is Beth. I live in Grimsby. I'm a mom to 2 beautiful children, and I'm a personal support worker. But I've always dreamed that one day I could become a nurse. Then, tragedy struck. Out of nowhere, my boyfriend left me. It's really hard for me to talk about, but things were tough. Things were hard. I became overwhelmed with massive amounts of student debt. My dream of being a nurse was being ripped out from under me. But I had to stay strong for me and for my children. I was starting new, starting fresh. But life isn't always as simple as you thought it'd be. Hurdles are thrown your way and you have to learn to adapt. That's what I thought I was doing. I was adapting to each new situation that I never thought that I'd have to. One of those was the 3 of us keeping a home in Grimsby. It was way harder than I thought it'd be. With all the costs of raising 2 kids and myself, there's school expenses and groceries. I also had $1,400 rent checks. And then I missed one. And then I missed another one. And then missing 2 became more, and more became a lot. I just couldn't keep up with the never-ending debt. It was all getting to be too much for me. And then I was being evicted. And to top it all off, I lost my job. It was with the crazy daycare hours and my crazy work hours, along with getting diagnosed with diabetes, and my daughter got really sick. It was like all of a sudden my life just crashed and bits and pieces of it were flying out from underneath me. And then I had 60 days to find a home I could afford. I guess there's sort of a stigma about homeless shelters. When I think of homeless, I think of dirty and grungy, on the streets and begging for money. And so I think of the homeless shelters as places that house those kinds of people. People that are far worse off than I am. People that are broken. And I'm not broken. Just a little bit. Who are the YWCA? They are amazing. They provide people like me, I guess people in poverty or bad situations, a place to stay, and food, any assistance they need, really. They become your support system, and they build you up, and they help you be who you always wanted to be. I was so hesitant to go, to reach out. But I knew that this was my only option for me and my kids. This is when I met Cheryl. Beautiful, amazing, lovely, wonderful Cheryl. She became my transitional housing support worker and basically became my lifeline. And with her and her support by my side, I was finally able to start taking control of my life. I now had this place that I could afford. I signed up for 3 budgeting workshops to work on my student debt, and I started making weekly meal plans. And my kids, they were totally okay with it. They have this community garden, and they were each allowed to plant 1 vegetable. All summer long, they were just glued to this garden, just tending to their plant and watching it grow. And at the end of the year, they each got to pick their vegetable. from the ground, and as a reward, they wanted to make this big salad, and so we did. I actually started crying when my daughter ran up to me. She was like, "Look, we made this out of nothing." So yeah, this is my story. And it's just a lesson to those that think it only happens to certain people, that it will never happen to them. But it takes all of us, because it could happen to any one of us. It could even happen to you.